Hi, so this series of slide presentation will discuss cost behavior analysis and use. So let's have a quick outline of what we will discuss. So we will discuss the importance of studying cost behavior, the types of fixed costs, methods of cost estimation, namely account analysis method, industrial engineering method, conference method, high-low method, least squares method, and scatter graph or visual fit, and also correlation analysis, learning curve. So, let's talk about the importance of studying cost behavior. So, it is important in planning. Bakit? So, kapag nagpaplano ka, di ba, kailangan mong estimate yung mga gastos that you expect to incur in the future. So, you cannot do that unless you have a good background, no? A usable knowledge on how many items or various items of cost behaves. Paano mo ma ma-estimate ang isang cost kung hindi mo alam kung siya ay fixed or variable or mixed cost, no? Hindi mo alam kung next year, given the scenario na ine-expect mo next year, hindi mo masabi kung tataas, bababa, or mananatiling the same yung isang cost, no? So, knowledge of cost behavior is important in planning. Control. So, ano ba yung control? So, yung control is yung ang management or ang isang decision maker ay gumagawa ng steps during a process para ibalik yung process to its normal course. Ibig sabihin, meron siya na-obserbahan na abnormal na nangyayari habang nangyayari yung isang proseso. So, ginagawa niya is gumagawa siya ng paraan para ibalik sa normal yung proseso. So, why is cost behavior or studying cost behavior important in controlling? Okay? So, baka mamaya nag-e-effort ka na ibalik sa normal yung isang proseso, no, kasi may nakikita kang abnormality. Pero yung palang ikino-correct mo ay isang fixed cost. So wala ka talagang magagawa. Lalo na halimbawa, mapag-aralan mamaya, committed fixed cost pala siya. So you are wasting your time, no? So mahalaga yung malaman mo na kung fixed or variable ang isang cost para malaman mo paanong atake ang gagawin mo so that you can control the process and return it to its normal course. So, importante rin po ang knowledge about cost behavior in cost analysis. Kasi, paano mo ma-analyze ang mga cost kung hindi mo alam kung paano siya na magbe-behave kapag ikaw ay pumili ng isang desisyon. 'Di ba? So, baka mamaya magkamali ka ng pagpili ng desisyon dahil mali ang analysis mo ng cost dahil nga hindi mo alam yung kanyang behavior kapag pinili mo yung isang decision. So we will be talking about now types of fixed costs. So the first type is committed fixed costs. So these costs are long-term in nature and cannot be significantly or economically significantly reduced. So this results from covenants and commitments. So ang committed fixed cost, mahirap na siyang baguhin or kung babaguhin mo man is maapektuhan significantly yung company. Ano? So, kung magiging masyadong costly or masyadong damaging sa operation ng company. So, in most cases, sila ay kaya ka merong fixed cost, kung committed fixed cost yan ay resulta ng mga covenants at commitments in the past na hindi mo na mababago, no? Kasi nga, committed. No? Examples, factory rent. So, normally, yan? Based on contract. So, kahit anong gawin mo dyan, hindi mo na mababago yung amount niyan. Salaries, yan, lalo na yung mga salaries ng top executive. Kasi, based on agreements na hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin doon sa mga top executives ora mismo, no? Hindi naman ganun kadaling sabihin sa kanila, okay, i-reduce ko ng 1/2 yung sweldo nyo. Diba? So, those salaries are results of contracts. Property taxes, dahil nakadepende yan sa amount ng property mo, 'di ba? So, yung amount ng lupa, hindi mo naman mapapakialaman yan, hindi mo mai-influence. So, it follows, yung property tax, hindi mo rin mai-influence yan. The second type is what we call discretionary fixed costs. So, these are incurred as a result of management's decision. So, ibig sabihin, kaya ka nagkaroon ng fixed cost na ito ay dahil nagdesisyon ka, resulta ng isang desisyon. So, hindi siya resulta ng commitment in the past, kundi resulta ng present decision ng management. So, itong mga cost na ito may be altered by management. Okay, so, pwede mo siyang bawasan, pwede mo siyang dagdagan, depende sa desisyon. Examples, research and development. No? So, kasi yung research and development, nakadepende yan sa management kung itutuloy o hindi or ititigil na ba. Okay? Advertising. Why? Kasi yung advertising cost, nakadepende yan sa management dahil sila ang nagde-decide sinong advertising company, gaano katagal, 'di ba? Yung kontrata, sa anong klaseng advertising, 'di ba? Ano ba, sa Facebook, sa TV commercial? Kailan ipapalabas yung commercial? Sa gabi ba? Prime time? Sa daytime? No, tuwing hapon? So, advertising costs, okay, are discretionary fixed costs kasi yung amount niyan ay nakadepende sa management. So, this ends my presentation, no? First part pa lang ito. So, you may now proceed to the next part.